Here we go from the famous Mike Wheeler Theater in Susa, Persia. Get ready for... On today's show, we welcome what some have called the most beautiful woman in all of Persia, the one and only Queen Essence is here. Also, the flamboyant king himself, King Zay is here. Also, she was the first wife of King Zay until she spoke her mind and disobeyed him. The beautiful Vivi is here. And last but definitely not least, the man who raised Queen Essence to be the wonderful and kind person she is today, Mo is here. And here's our host with the most, the mouth with the clout. Please give it up for Candy Carmelo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all are just too good to me. Stop it. You are too kind. Really, you are. You are. All right, everybody. Come on. Let's sit down. Please take your seats. We have an amazing show for you today, and I don't want you to miss any of it. We've got royalty in the house today. We love you, Candy. Hey, that's Candy with a K. Okay, everybody, let's get right to it. Our first guest needs no introduction. She is the epitome of beauty, inside and out. Her ability to care for her people and stand up to the injustices that were going on in the kingdom right under our very noses says a lot about her and how brave she is, and she is so humble. She didn't want any recognition whatsoever. In fact, I barely got her here to appear on this show. So please, will you help me welcome the beautiful, the brave Queen Esther? I can't tell you how honored I am to have you on my show. I'm so glad that you took time out of your busy schedule to talk to us today. I know you don't like to cause attention to yourself, but this particular story brought tears to my eyes when I heard it.
It's okay.
No, it's not. Your story deserves to be told, and by golly, I'm going to do it. For those of us that don't know, our beautiful queen is Jewish. And we know that your people aren't originally from here. Am I correct?
Absolutely. About 100 years ago, my people, the Jews, we were cast out from our home, Jerusalem, and we were scattered all over. Some of us sought asylum here in Persia.
Wow. That must have been extremely difficult for them.
Yes, it was very hard. In some ways, it still is.
Really? Can you elaborate on that just a little more? Just so we can understand the sincerity of the situation.
Well, I lost my parents as a result of the persecution against the Jews.
Oh, my goodness, that's terrible. I can only imagine how you made it through.
Well, I made it with the help and protection of God and the love of my Uncle Mo. He's been like a father to me.
Well, he did an outstanding job. And we'll hear from him in just a minute. Back to the adversity. I understand that there are still people out there who, quite frankly, don't like you and your people. Am I correct?
Yes, this very situation is a product of that adversity.
Wow. We'll dive right into that in a minute. But right now, I'm going to bring out a very important piece to this story. Please welcome the one and only King Zay.
What's going on, Persia? I said, what's going on, Persia? I love y'all. I really do.
Love you too, Xerxes.
Hey, who said that? My name is no longer Xerxes. You heard me? It's Zay. Zay. And the very next person who calls me Xerxes is going to get fed to the lions. Now put some respect on my name.
I'm so sorry for that. I understand that you are sensitive to that name. Why is that?
Well, I'd rather not talk about that right now. If you don't mind, I have a rather long story about that, and I just don't want.
Could it be the fact that all the other kings call you Xerx the jerk?
What? That's ridiculous. Who told you that?
Well, that's neither here or there. We're here to talk about your wonderful wife and her battle with adversity.
Well, all right, I guess you did have some small amount of adversity, but I handled it. Because, that's just what I do. I handle things.
Oh, really? You handle things?
You know it. I don't play. I gets the job done.
Oh. Kind of like you did with your first wife, huh?
What?
No, she didn't.
Your first wife. Your first wife. The first one. The one you banished. Surely you didn't forget about her, did you?
Hey, I thought we was going to talk about.
Please welcome Lady Vivi.
Oh my God!
Oh, there's some bush. Oh, she didn't this shit.
And why is that? Because you scared of the truth?
Woman, please. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. What you fail to realize is, this show ain't about you and me.
Well, no, this show is not about you. I'm just here to make sure you tell the truth and not make this show about you and make yourself look good.
I always look good.
Not only you all drunk, stumbling all over the place, having these ridiculous and lavish banquets. Anybody got time for that?
People! Why can't we all just get along? Have we learned nothing from this incident?
Oh, I've learned something, all right. I've learned that some people would never be grateful, no matter what you do for them. I know that. Oh, well, let me clarify myself right quick. Young Sister Vivi over here is the very definition of extra. Yeah, I said it. Nothing's ever good enough for her. I had one of my finest seamstresses make this woman a dress made of pure gold. I mean, pure gold. And did I get one thank you? Not one. All I asked her to do was just turn around and show everybody how good she looked in the dress. That's all. But did she do it? No, Miss Vivi refused to come out the bathroom. That was it for me. I said I was done. I mean, how can I keep my kingdom in check if I can't even check my own wife? Huh? You tell me.
Is this true, Lady Vivi? Were you difficult to get along with?
Call it what you want. But Miss Candy, tell me, would you want to wear a 300-pound dress for 182 days
and he'll let me twirl around in front of his homeboys. I'm good with that.
Did you say 182 days?
Nah.
So did, and that was a short one.
Man, whatever. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right?
I know that's right.
Besides, everybody loves my babies. I don't know what she talking about.
Well, how did you feel about these lavish banquets, Essence?
Well, they are quite long, but they are somewhat useful, you know.
How so?
Well, we never would have met if he didn't have a banquet. And I like to use them as platforms to address some of the people from our social injustices that affect them. So I guess they're not that bad after all.
Must you always be so positive? So what role did your uncle play in all of this?
He had a very important role. If it weren't for my Uncle Mo, I never would have had the courage to stand up for myself and for my people. When I was scared, he told me maybe I was born for this very moment. He made me feel very empowered.
He sounds like a very wise man, but don't take my word for it. Here he is, Uncle Mo.
Hey, how y'all doing?
There he is, the man that inspired Queen Essence to stand up for what was right. Some might say that you're a hero. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not the hero. I'm just one man with one nostril bigger than the other. I didn't do anything special. I put my pants one leg at a time, just like everybody else. Don't be giving me no praise, because I don't deserve that.
But Uncle Mo, Queen Essence said that you played an important part in this whole situation.
And that's just what I did. I played my part. No more, no less. I was just being me. Now, if you want to give somebody praise, you should praise God. That's who you should praise. Leave me out of that.
True that.
I know that's right.
Now tell me, Uncle Mo, were you ever afraid during this ordeal?
Afraid? I wouldn't say I was afraid. I may have gotten a little nervous when I realized King C.O.G.I.C had an adjutant working for him, but the adjutants never really got along with the Jews back in the day. Other than that, I was never really afraid.
Interesting. And who was this Agagite, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, no, I don't mind at all. His name was Haman, Mr. Haman. And he was a high-ranking official for the king at the time. He was a mean dude, and he didn't play. That's what I knew about him. He was always capping, making people bow down to him. I just know the Lord don't like that.
But if Mr. Hammond was such a bad person, why do you think he was hired as a high-ranking official in King C.O.G.I.'s government? Could it be that C.O.G.I.C was corrupt himself?
Hold on. Wait just a minute. Now you're going a little too far there, don't you think? Let me tell you something. Mo and I are good friends. And he knows I ain't got a corrupt bone in my body. Now, it was very unfortunate that Mr. Haman didn't like the Jews. But I ain't know nothing about that. When we did his background check, they left that part out. Listen, I love everybody. Jews, Gentiles, dogs, puppies, catfish, guppies, I love them all. When we found out that Haman didn't like Mo, it hurt my heart. Because Mo is a good man. As a matter of fact, Mo had my back more than Haman did.
Is this true, Uncle Mo?
Like I said before, I was just playing my part. That was it. I was just outside chilling, minding my own business, and I overheard one of the royal guards say that they were fed up about how the king kept coming up short on their paychecks, and they were plotting to kill him. So I said to myself, God don't like that. So I told Essence to let C.O.G.I.C know about it, and that's all.
So let me get this straight. You actually heard people plotting against the king, and you warned him about it? When when did this all take place?
Well, it was right after Zay had managed Vivi. He was throwing another banquet to find out who his next wife was going to be. He chose me, and that gave me the opportunity to let him know what was going on.
Wow.
That's right. Mo and Essence, they had my back from the very beginning. I was so happy I made Heyman parade Mo around on a horse, just telling everybody how good of a man he was. Yeah, he didn't like that very much, but I don't care.
And how did it make you feel knowing that someone high up in the kingdom had it out for you, Mo?
Look, I wasn't scared of him. I ain't never scared. I just wasn't gonna bow down to nobody just because he got a good job. The only one I know to bow down to is God. I guess he got upset about that. And so he went and took a stake and put it up in the courtyard and said he was gonna have me hanging from it.
What?
He sure did. He even went as far as to get King Zay to sign a decree saying all of the Jews would be killed a certain day. Now that's just me.
Wait a minute. You actually signed the decree? I thought you loved everybody.
Hold on now. I was tricked. Yes, I was.
You were tricked? How in the world did a loving king like you get fooled into signing something as hateful as that?
See, what had happened was, I had just finished throwing the banquet, right? And I ain't gonna lie, that wine had me leaning. I mean, I was lit. I mean, listen, I was tore up from the floor. And while I was all intoxicated and slobbering on myself, Haman came and told me to sign this decree saying that every Tuesday we would serve free tacos in the cafeteria. And anybody that knows me knows I love me some tacos. So yeah, I signed it, and I ain't ashamed.
Are you serious? This sounds like a soap opera. So exactly when did you find out about the lies and deceit going on right under your own nose? I mean, he played you like a fiddle. Had you looking straight stupid. I mean, how dumb could you be?
Okay, we get it.
Well, they said they had another banquet, but this one was for me. So I used my platform and I revealed to him that I was Jewish and how Haman was planning to have all of the Jewish community killed.
Wow. Weren't you afraid that revealing yourself would get you persecuted?
Well, I had no choice at this point. I had to do what I had to do. I told my Uncle Mo, if I perish, I perish.
You are something special. And that is all that we have for you today. Tune in tomorrow when we interview Lazarus. Y'all remember him? He's the author of the bestseller, Alive and Kick It. Well, I'm Candy, and that's with a K. See you next time on Won't He Do It?